Well, hey guys. I hope everybody is having a fantastic week. It's almost over, almost to the weekend, and I had this topic pop into my head in response kind of to a comment from a viewer, and I really wanted to talk about it because I've already forgotten what the topic was twice. But first, let me show you the situation that we have here. Can you see the babies? They're all snuggled up with Chupacca in the Moses basket. And it's there's too many blankets in there, so we need to work on that this weekend. We're going to hopefully find some time. But I'm going to change Charlie while I chat with you guys. You can see I'm trying really hard to film this video without the pink walls in the background because I'm just totally over that. Okay, so again, still the same room, so the lighting is overhead. So I'm going to try and also stay on the other side so that my shadow is not all over her face. But let's reach over here and grab Miss Charlie. Oh, sorry, Chupacca. Here she is, guys. Here's my Charlie girl. She's so cute. Now, a lot of you know her colors are yellow and turquoise. So I have this great set that I got for her in one of my Instagram purchases. And she's going to be all duckied out. And I will have to find her ducky pacifier that's in this room somewhere, but actually that might be a bit much. And she doesn't really need a pacifier. Okay. So I'm going to do my best to get her changed while we chat. So speaking from memory, you know, it's interesting the volume of comments and the change in the types of comments that you get from viewers. Like the moment you hit 1,000, it was almost almost the moment that I hit 1,000 subscribers, things shifted. Exposure got wider. I would guess that maybe the videos become more suggested, recommended, showing up in people's feeds once you have that next level of viewership. So anyway, there have been a larger number of the comments, you've all seen them, that are saying like, wow, she's talking to this doll like it's a real baby, or you know, that it's weird. There wasn't anything specifically mentioned in the video that was commented on, except that I mentioned that somebody thought it was funny how descriptive I was about the clothing. And I had shared that some of the people in the community who have babies and enjoy the babies are also visually impaired. And they appreciate very descriptive videos so that they can visualize what's happening since they're not seeing it with their eyes. And so one of my subscribers said, or viewers, I'm not sure, said, you know, not everybody's going to understand. You know, we understand. And we connect with each other, but, you know, a lot of people won't get it. Something along those lines. I'm sure it was put much more eloquently than that. My instant thought in my head was, well, that's not true. A lot of people can understand. I guess I tried to go on the opposite side of separation consciousness. But then I started thinking about it, which I always try to think about things that people say, even if they sound great. I think about it, you know, because there's a lot of really inspirational quotes and stuff out there that they sound great, but then when you think about them, they actually like don't mean anything. So anyway, that's a side comment. I started thinking about it, and my question for you guys is this, and I've been pondering this. Do you think that somebody who initially has a negative reaction to the dolls thinks it's weird and silly can eventually ever become an appreciator or even a collector of the Reborn dolls. And I don't mean like, what's that? Oh, that's kind of strange. But I mean somebody who, you know, I think that we sort of usually fall on two sides of the line. One side is like they're adorable and I love them, and the other side is they're weird or they're creepy. Do you think that the people who fall on the weird, creepy side can switch sides, can come to love them? Have you? Did you? And I don't know. What I tend to see is that you have a reaction, and that reaction is pretty much your reaction. I mean, you might come to understand and appreciate the art, but will you ever become a Reborn doll lover? We're going to put the bib on just so you can see it, but I'll probably take it off because, oh my goodness. You guys, it is Duffy Mania. The set is by Gerber, and there are just ducks everywhere. I don't know, I like the bib. I like the whole thing. She is so cute. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see her too. Let's scoot her up just a smidge. Yeah, so that's my question. I'm not really sure if people can or do. You know, I feel like you might accept or appreciate, but will you ever become a lover or a collector of it if that's not your gut heart reaction? What do you think? Please let me know what you think. Comment down below. We'll have a conversation about it. Definitely curious because I don't know. Because I just thought they were amazing from day one. So, of course, I've seen people who think that it's crazy, creepy, weird, say, you know, admit that a doll is cute. Because my husband would fall in that category. So you guys know that I am totally head over heels for Sparrow, my new baby girl, who's a full body silicone, my only silicone. And I could really see her being my only doll, except that I love these two so much that they're going to stick around because they are irreplaceable. She is just incredible, and Charlie is definitely like a quote unquote fan favorite. People really, really love her, and she's just, when I saw her, my heart skipped a beat, and I was like, I put a picture of her up on my mirror. Some of you know this story. I wrote dream on it, and I just, somehow, you guys, I got her here, and look how stinking cute she is. She is the Sally sculpt by Bonnie Brown. I get that question a lot from people who aren't familiar. This sculpt is about 4 or 5 years old, and was open for orders for 1 year, and that was it. And that, however many kits were purchased, was the edition size. I do not know how many were made, but I don't see a lot of them around. I know that Tasha has the first one I ever saw, and that's Asir, painted by Kimberly's Cocoon. He is the sweetest, cutest baby. And I know that Annie Banani, Annie painted a Sally, who's just gorgeous, and I believe that baby is in line for getting hair rooted, so I'm looking forward to seeing her soon. Yeah, well, what an amazing baby. Her artist just did such a great job. Those eyes, the personality, her hair. I love everything about her. So part 2 is another chat I was thinking about, and since they're both pretty short, I'm going to go ahead and just go forward with part 2. I was thinking about this too. So I think I need to bring out Sparrow. I just do. So, oh, but Charlie's so cute. Oh, she is so cute. All right. I'm going to take a couple pictures of her, and I am going to bring Sparrow out just because I want to show my new baby. Okay. All right, I'm back. Here is Sparrow. Okay. So the other thing I was thinking about is how our perception and appreciation shifts over time. So let me be specific. So when I first saw the Reborns, and some of these babies that are so incredible, of course, what was my dream baby has continued to change and change and change the more you see what can be done with the art, just like with tattoos, really, for me. The more your desires expand. And so one thing I noticed was I can remember seeing some of these gorgeous babies and thinking, if I'd never be able to afford that, and how lucky. And I would have taken a boo-boo baby, no problem. If there were, some little spots with paint loss, or, a little less detailing here than you would like, or what have you, I wouldn't have cared at all. And of course, that's how I felt about once I had experienced the silicone. Some of you guys know that Serenity sent me a loaner baby so that I could experience the silicones for myself. Same thing. And now I lucked out with this girl. But as the time in the hobby has gone on, I have to check myself sometimes, because I get very OCD and very paranoid, and I can receive a baby, love a baby, look at a baby, and then notice something about the baby, and then I'm back to my original photos, like searching and searching and searching. Did the baby come that way, or did something happen? Oh my gosh, is the baby going to fall apart? And then all you can see is that, flaw or what have you. And then I remind myself, well, number one, they're dolls, and they're not babies, and they're never going to be perfectly like a baby. Number two, it's a work of art. It's never going to be exactly perfect. But also, what I was thinking about today is, I would have really, I'm going to say I would have killed for, but I wouldn't have killed for, but I would have done, a lot of things in order to get my hands on some of these babies. And I wouldn't care if they were perfect, because it was about, the love and the appreciation and just being grateful for what I had. And so I wonder too if you guys ever experienced that, where, you see that your standards shift, or do you have to remind yourself sometimes to stay in love with the baby, instead of picking apart the art, right? Because I feel like I've seen with myself that it can almost affect my connection with the doll when I start to pick things apart, and then it becomes an object, Anyway, so I am still paranoid about, I haven't bought lubricant. A lot of people use personal lubricant for putting the pacifiers and bottles in the mouths of the silicones. If I remember correctly, there's like an odor about the lubricants that, I don't know, the thought of that being on my baby's face. I'm also paranoid that there's going to be some sort of solvent that's going to mess with the shine, or, I'm sure it's proven and fine, but I'm still paranoid. If any silicone collectors are watching, I'm curious to know if using just straight vegetable glycerin would be acceptable, because I know that glycerin is an ingredient in the lubricants, and there are other things as well. I want to make sure that glycerin is not like a solvent where it's going to, break down the paint. But also, I realized I can also use a slightly modified pacifier, because it's not going to affect my feeling of realism if I don't get the full one in. So I just wanted to see how this works for her. I have this is cut, and it looks funny to me, but also it's because these, you can see right through them, so you can see the baby's open mouth. So it looks funny to me. How does it look from the camera? It looks crooked. She looks shocked and surprised and a little mortified and a little scared. That's how she looks to me, her face. What do you guys think? She looks very worried. Oh, yeah. Anyway, she doesn't need it, but I was curious. This is cute. All right, I'm just kind of rambling now, guys. I'm home from work. Got some prep work to do because my other half is going out of town for the weekend, so I drop him off very, very early in the morning, like 5 o'clock at the airport before work. So I'm gonna get some dishes done, get the dinner ready, and spend some time, since we'll be apart for a few days. And believe it or not, after 7 years, I still cry when one of us goes away. So one more look at how she moves, my sweet girl. Oh, you guys, the official giveaway video should be posted this weekend. Just a reminder that I am doing a giveaway of a baby that was completely created by Annie at Annie Banani's Nursery. She is shaping up to be a wonderful artist. And so the giveaway will, of course, increase exposure of my channel, but also increase exposure of her channel, and most importantly, of her artwork. Get her artwork more out there, more visible, so she can continue to grow her Reborn business. So I'm super excited about that giveaway, and we will be running that so that it finishes up in time for you to get the baby for Christmas. So keep an eye on our channels this weekend. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get notifications of any videos that go up. And other than that, everybody have a wonderful evening. We're sending out much love from our nursery to yours, or to you if you don't have a nursery. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Much love. Bye for now.